Let's learn about medical aspects of hospital invasion. Let's see few case studies. Case 1. Patient suffered hepatitis C infection. The fact of the case: the patient was operated for vaginal hysterectomy. After surgery, the patient made an uneven recovery and was discharged. Two units of blood were reserved for her. No transfusion was necessary. A month later, patient developed jaundice. On subsequent investigation, she was tested positive for hepatitis C virus. Patient complainants allegations. Patient filed a complaint in the consumer forum claiming that she had acquired the HCV infection during her hospital stay on negligence of doctors and hospitals. Irreparable and grave harm had been caused to her by this negligence, resulting in incurable disease. A sum of 25 lakhs was claimed as compensation. The following allegations were made now. So thoroughly investigation was certified as the physician had clearly told her C virus could have been contracted during surgery or in the subsequent hospital stay. She had never received any blood transfusion in the past. The only reason she contracted HIV was due to some use of contaminated syringes while in hospital. All doctor nurses were to be periodically screened to ensure that they were free of all viruses and infections which could transmit to the patient whom they dealt with. There is no evidence that the hospital had any such system. Surgeon contended that the surgery had been uneventful and no blood transfusion was necessary. Her surgery was done under complete aseptic precautions, and disposable equipment were used. Instruments had sterilized as per standard protocols, and no unsterilized instrument was used. The surgeon submitted his own HCV report. The district consumer forum ordered the hospital and the team to pay compensation of around 6 lakhs after finding them guilty of medical negligence. The forum held that the possibility cannot be ignored that there was use of unsterilized equipment at the time of surgery. The forum said while conducting blood and other urine tests, the doctors ought to have checked if she was suffering from hepatitis C. But such care was not taken by the opposite parties and she was operated without examining and conducting the hepatitis C. Firstly, what are the questions? Most of us routinely do hepatitis C as and HIV. But how many of us do HCV routinely? Should HCV testing be a part of the pre-operative investigation? However, despite being negative, what if she was in the window period? HIV. And what about nursing staff and doctors being periodically screened and tested? What about pre-employment screening? Should it be done and be a nursing practice? Patient demand to know the infection status of the clinical team. A patient who can establish evidence that he has suffered damage on account of the hospital-acquired infection, then can he decide alleged negligence and take recourse to actions for redressal against the damage? Medical negligence claim for compensation as damages under the law of torts. Complaint under the criminal law under various conditions of IPC causing grievous hurt or section 304A in case of mortality. Complaint to medical council for violating code of ethics. Can doctrine of res equator be applied in case of hospital-acquired infection? In one court case, it was ruled that HIA cannot come under this doctrine because infection could have occurred in absence of someone negligence. Now, let's say case number 2. Patients lost vision due to eye infection. In a petition, the petitioner alleged that their eyes, which were operated upon, were damaged due to infection at hospital. The two petitioners were admitted in the hospital. Their left eyes were operated and they were discharged. Petitioner 1 was admitted in the hospital and left eye was operated on and was discharged on 21st. Petitioner 2 was admitted on 11th and left eye was operated on 12th and was discharged on 24th. Petitioner 3 was admitted on 12th and eye was operated on 13th and discharged on 20th. Petitioner alleged that their eyes were damaged due to infection at the hospital and their eyes infection was due to sheer negligence of the medical officer. The petitioner prayed for compensation. They claimed compensation of 2 lakhs each. Patient came to the hospitals. Now, what is the doctor's defense? The patient came to the hospital with the eyes completely blind and doctors successfully removed the cataract. But because of subsequent development, the petitioner were unable to get back their vision. Now, the advocate referred to the publication of Ministry of Health on hospital-acquired infections and submitted that post-operative infections are a worldwide problem. Further submitted at the time when the petitioner were discharged from the hospital, there was no infection in their eyes. And the court cannot record a different finding in the infection eyes was due to negligence on part of the doctor. The government investigated the case of infection and showed that the infection was caused at the eyes because of the different patients due to lapse on the part of the authorities. The government constituted another committee and stated that the infection was a result of contamination of operation theatre. The patient was infected initially around the incision and stage line and said that the initial infection progressed to severe intraocular infections. And OT was observed to be the quality organisms of some patients. The contingent of the state responded that all petitioners came to the hospital completely blind cannot be accepted. Cataract does not completely blind the eye, but only affects the vision. The vision could have been restored to a large extent. They have lost their eye completely on account of infection. And petitioner may not have taken the infection in the eyes of the petitioner may not have taken place in the hospital, but it is clear from the findings recorded by the expert committees that they suffered the infection. Findings of the expert committee discussed that the eye infection was a result of negligence and the petitioner were entitled. Let's say case number 3. The patient A entered the hospital and been treated for severe infection, wherein patient B was also treated. Several days later, patient A developed the same infection that patient B was had received. Patient A believes that the X staff member had passed that infection from the patient B to the patient food A. Patient A lawyer returns that an expert who determined the clinical setting of the healthcare setting was the source of infection to patient A. Patient A seeks to be compensated administratively by X for his negligence at the healthcare setting, but the claim patient A then sues X, that is the healthcare hospital, that is setting that the actors are responsible for transmitted disease. So X must settle the claim with A, or it may continue to deny liability and avail a trial for rebuttal. The infection was suspected. What was done? Failure to take cultures and diagnose the infection that have worsened the conditions. The surgeons and the physician failure to check on the type of infection agent, which is a breach of due care for the doctor to not to test for a determination of what infection is acting. Failure to test the patient for an allergic reaction or an adverse effect can be a basis for liability. In foreclosure type of cases that we have some insurance payment for an early settlement, but never seem to satisfy the infected patient desire for full compensation. For example, workers' compensation will cover cases in which an employee is harmed while at work. The private disability insurance paid for such an employee benefit may augment this temporary income. The hospital or the shop or the retail grocery health clinic is exposed to some risk of infection. They are called business inventories. A different hospital has owed them a duty of due care. No absolute rule can be deposited, but the duty to avoid causing harm will serve as a baseline for alleged. Patients have a special legal status. The allegations of infection negligence are often classified procedurally as being medical claims. With purely infection-related claims and physical harm cases, it may be tough to find a medical expert. There may Indian penal codes for the same regarding medical which can be related to hospital-acquired infection. For example, Section 304A IPC, that is causing death by negligence, or causes the death of any person by doing any rash or not amounting to culpable harm shall be punished with imprisonment. By the description for term which makes it 2 years or with both, or in case of death due to hospital-acquired infection, Section 304A IPC could be involved. Similarly, Section 337 IPC, that is causing hurt by endangering life or personal safety of others. Whoever causes hurt to any person by doing any act roughly or negligently so as to endanger human life shall be punished with imprisonment, which makes it to 500 rupees or with both. In case of morbidity due to hospital-acquired infection, the complaint may invoke Section 337. Similarly, in case of morbidity to hospital-acquired infection, the complaint may invoke Section 337 IPC and 338 IPC, causing grievous hurt by act endangering life. Similarly, 269, where is negligent act likely to spread infection diseases dangerous to life, like HIV, HB. Negligent act likely to spread infection of disease dangerous to life in Section 270. Then Section 271, that is disobedience to quarantine rule. That was a different section that can be related to hospital-acquired infections and negligence. To summarize, healthcare organizations should have standard updated protocols for prevention and control of infections. Healthcare providers have a duty to disclose the patient information to related to any harm or hospital-acquired infection to patient or family. Greater awareness needs to be created so as to highlight the potential legal implications of hospital-acquired infection.